reading the Amazon rainforest. This goes with the twin text for the Lorax that was recorded previously, and then the formal lesson plan that you'll see presented later. So the Amazon rainforest. Ancient forest. Forests have been around for a long time. They were here on Earth before people were. Forests cover huge areas of land. They cross many, many miles. Forests may be the most beautiful places on Earth. There is so much to see, smell, hear, and there. Trees go thick and tall. Animals are in the trees and on the ground. Tropical rainforests may be the most beautiful forests of all. This book is about the largest tropical rainforest in the world, the Amazon. So, just like the ocean, this book talks about kelp beds are like underwater forests. So in the ocean, it has pictures of the ocean and then the forest. What makes a forest? Forests are places where many trees, plants grow thickly across large areas of land. Of course, trees and plants grow all over, but they do not always make a forest. It takes many trees and plants to grow close together to make a forest. Trees are a key part of forests. It does not matter what type of trees they are, different trees and plants like to grow in different settings. Some trees and plants grow where it is hot and dry, as in deserts. Some trees and plants grow where it is wet and cold, as in the mountains. Some grow where it is rainy and hot most of the year. Those are tropical rainforests. So about trees. Trees are woody plants with a single stem or trunk and many branches. Most experts define trees as being at least 10 feet tall and alive for many years. This diagram I'm going to show you shows the main parts of the trees. So you have the trunk, it's about 40 feet tall, and then the roots of a tree. It's hard to see. Tropical rainforests are exactly as they sound. They are rainy and wet. Some can get over 6 feet of rain each year. The tropics of the area around the middle of the earth, so rainforests are the tropical rainforests, so rainforests are that are tropical rainforests. Another word for them is jungle. Temperate rainforests. The Hoh rainforest is found in the northwest United States. It is the temperate rainforest. A rainforest is called temperate when it is located within a temperate time zone on Earth. It is usually covered cooler than all the tropics. In the Amazon rainforest. One of the greatest rainforests in the world is the Amazon rainforest. It is in the northern half of South America. It is often just called the Amazon. The Amazon is known around the world. The Amazon is huge and it crosses many countries. The biggest part is in Brazil. It covers about half of Brazil. There are many kinds of plants and animals in the Amazon. There are more kinds than anywhere in the world. They have plenty of water because it rains a lot there. So this picture has a monkey. The emperor tamarin is one of the many animals that live in the Amazon rainforest. Okay, the Amazon. The Amazon rainforest covers 1.4 billion acres. An acre is just a little smaller than a soccer field or a football field. So that's a lot of area. There are many big rivers and streams in the Amazon too. All of them flow to the Amazon River. It is the biggest river on Earth. It has more water in it than any other river, but it is so big that it breaks into many stems. The stems are large as normal-sized rivers. All of the stems flow to the ocean. Amazon water is fresh water. That means it does not have salt in it, like the ocean. It is the kind of water that people drink. Water in the ocean is salt water. It has a lot of salt. So much of the water from the Amazon goes into the ocean that is still fresh water about 100 miles out to sea. So those are the stems they were talking about. Okay, the Amazon River. The water flowing in the Amazon River at any given time, it is more than the total water flowing in the next 7 largest rivers in the world combined, so it's really big. The piranha is a type of fish that's found in the Amazon River. It is known for its sharp teeth and dangerous bite. That's a piranha in the corner. People of the Amazon. People have been living in the Amazon for thousands of years. There are people today who live there in the same way that people long ago did. They eat food from the land and hunt. They use the trees and plants to build shelters. They try to live in the rainforest and not hurt it. There are also cities and towns in the rainforest. People there live in the ways that modern people do. They do not always protect the rainforest. Descendants in the Amazon. About 500 years ago, there were millions of people in the Amazon. European explorers came and changed the people's lives. Many were killed and even died of European sicknesses. Just a few 100,000 of descendants live in the jungle today. So it's talking about the people that live in the Amazon. Amazon plant life, so like your trees. Step into the Amazon. You'll quickly be surrounded by lush plant life. Leaves and branches tower over your head. Vines hang down to the forest floor. A little sunlight peers through the thick tangles of trees. The tallest tree in the Amazon is the kapok. It can grow 200 feet tall. So there's an example of those trees. Kind of the flowers that you see. You see plants and animals living in the tall branches. Their calls and chatter fill the air. This layer of the tree is the canopy. A few trees peek up above the layer. You cannot see them from the forest floor, and they are emergent layer. That is because they emerge or break through the thick canopy. So you have the different layers of the forest. You have the emergent layer, the canopy, where all of them kind of hang out at, and so on and so forth. Looking down, you see the forest floor. It is covered with dead plants and even animals. The decay or breakdown this happens quickly because it is warm and wet. Fungus is a living thing. It is important to a rainforest because it helps dead plants and animals decay. It is used for food. Its waste is used by plants and animals. The understory is between the floor and the canopy, so that kind of middle part. It is made of shrubs and smaller trees. Some of the grass trees must wait for older trees to die. Then they can grow up and take their place. Many large animals, such as jaguars, live in the understory. They cannot climb any higher. Look at that bug on there. Yeah. Lianas are a kind of long, woody vine. They grow in the soil but climb up trees to reach the sunlight of the canopy. Sometimes they grow between trees. Animals use them as bridges. They are even strong enough to hold people easily. So the big vines that they have. Not just for chocolate, the cocoa tree makes more than 150 chemicals in the leaves, seeds, and fruit and bark. Native people use parts of the tree for medicine to cure cough, fatigue, fever, anxiety. Chocolate is also made from the cocoa tree. Do you guys like chocolate? Yeah, that's the cocoa tree. Amazing animals. You might see a paw print, you might hear the rustle of leaves, but you will never see a jaguar unless a jaguar wants to see you up close. Jaguars roam the Amazon. They are powerful hunters. Native people honor the jaguar because of its power and fearlessness. It is seen as a leader and protector in the jungle. It helps to keep balance in the rainforest by hunting small prey. Monkeys in the Amazon have tails that can grasp and hold on to objects. The tail is almost like another hand, so they kind of hold on to a branch. Big cats. Jaguars are the third largest feline, or cat, after lions and tigers. They can be longer than a man is tall and weighing more than 200-pound heavyweight boxer. So they can get pretty big. One of the biggest snakes in the world is found in the Amazon. It is the green anaconda. Only one kind of snake is longer. No snake is heavier. The native people call it Mother of the Waters because it spends a lot of time in water. Be careful if you swim in the Amazon. An anaconda can eat large animals, like a jaguar. It catches and kills its prey by squeezing it. I don't like snakes very well, so I probably won't visit the Amazon. Huge! The capybara is the largest rodent in the world. It can be over 4 feet long and weigh 140 pounds. It lives in the Amazon or the other forest areas throughout South America. Learned about South America earlier. There are thousands of insect species in the Amazon. We do not even know all of them, but we do know there are ants. Ants are somewhere in the jungle. One type of ant is the army ant. These ants march in long lines like soldiers. They march to find prey. When they swarm and eat it, they work together like a single body. They do not make noise when they march, but like other animals make noise as they flee from marching ants. So they're the not good ants. Well, toucans. One of the most unusual birds of the Amazon is a toucan. Toucans have one of the largest and most colorful bills of all the birds in the world. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Isn't it pretty? The future. The Amazon is full of beautiful plants and animals. Beautiful people live there too, and there are some people who want to use the land for things that hurt the forest. They burn large areas of trees. This is called deforestation. Deforestation destroys the way of life of native people. It makes thousands of animals and plant species extinct. It even changes our air and climate. The tree produces much of the air we breathe. They help to keep the earth climate in balance. The whole planet counts on the Amazon rainforest. We cannot afford to lose it. I'll show you this picture. Why deforestation? When people clear the trees, they use the land to grow crops to feed farm animals. The farm animals feed people. It is not legal to cut the trees out of the Amazon, so people burn them to hide the evidence. They destroy a large part of the rainforest every single day. That was all part of the rainforest. And that was it for that story.